this. Whoever wins is going to be in prime of the year last week. It's an enormous.
Green Bay was a top 5 D. How quick Williams all over Lambeau Field. He used to develop how he built and seen. We are in for a great matchup.
Kev, we loved how fired up defense. He told his team this. I know we'll want you to change. He told us there's been a real. For more on the Bears, let's send it over to Tom.
The first matchup against the Packers 2 weeks ago. Go down swinging. Caleb Williams will be without to beat the nemesis.
Tom, they Spanish language broadcast available on third, and here we go. Up across the 30 where he's stacked up there. 4 penalty flags on the field. Ball. What do the officials say? Looks like a face mask to Marco Jackson there. That's going to be the penalty. You can't jump on the top of the pile like that.
That looks kind of fun, KB. He's like surfing.
Roughness by Chicago, number 48. That's a 15-yard penalty. First down, Green Bay.
That's a pretty big way to Zamp. You already heard the Packers, you-know-what chants going. They are ready to go. They've been tailgating all day, and now Jordan Love.
Who has weeks he cannot afford that tonight.
Everyone standing at Soldier Field as Josh Jacobs gets a call on first down and slips down after a short game. Gets his first start at right tackle in the NFL. Watson, that's a biggie. Christian Watson, he went to the hospital last week.
Here's Love on second down, zips it, and that's complete to Musgrave. The tight end is a little short. The first down, the ball comes out. Whistle blew, though. This play is dead.
You know, it's so loud. No one can hear the whistles in here. Tom was going to say, against this Dennis Allen's defense, and they
play a ton of zone coverage, a lot of eyes.
Third and 1, they go jumbo formation, and a play-action pass. Love in trouble. Throws, tipped! Oh, nearly intercepted, but there's a flat.
Play-action fake trying to sneak Christian Watson.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 94 has accepted 15 yards, automatic first down.
Wow, picking off a little bit with his left arm, but ref sees all the body weight, and that's been a.
Here is Jacobs cutting up the field and runs into a wall of Bears, namely Tremaine Edmonds.
Interceptions, his length, it's pretty rare for someone his size to have that kind of lateral agility as well. And that
in the game at tailback for the first time as Jacobs gets a rest. Here's Love. Ball's batted down at the line and incomplete. Grady Jarrett got his hand in there.
Zone coverage on kind of a get back on track pass. And again, this where this Dennis Allen.
Third and long. It's a 4-man rush. Love guns one complete. Get down for
here on the sideline. Johnson not tight enough in coverage. I love seeing that tight spiral in this cold air. He can really drive.
Jacobs back in there. They're going to run it to Golden on the jet sweep. The rookie wideout was not much there. Bears played that well as Nashawn Wright in his 7th year. 76-37 as a head coach. Here's Jacobs. Left side looking for a seam, and Nashawn Wright comes up and makes another play. So a third down.
Downhill running style with this offensive line that's a little bigger than what they've had in the past. Is really kind of.
Love fires his caught, and Dom's surging forward, but he's just. Does anyone not go on 4th anymore?
I think at 4th and a yard, he's thinking all the way. We're just going to go for.
Jacobs not in the game. It's Brooks, the third down back on 4th and 1, and now a time is called.
Timeout.
And streaky at different times over the course of his career, and good thing for Packers fans.
Love, 4th and 1, firing to the corner, incomplete. Tried to get this number 2 run game going. DeAndre Swift, who's had a great year in his career.
I thought it was so good last week, and him driving the football in windy conditions here. I don't know, his sign runs, his escapability is magical at times.
Here's Mononga straight up the middle on a first down and then some for Kyle.
Downhill, bounces outside of his right tackle right. And there's nobody there. Loveland coming over here on Enoch Barre.
Here's Williams to throw it for the first time. Looks around, zips it over the middle, and it's complete. Ja'Day Walker, the rookie.
Waist height, nothing bad can happen there.
Williams with a lot of time. Now some pressure from Valentine. He can sprint, and he does that as Caleb Williams. They're already down 2 starting receivers.
DJ Moore and he kind of nicks and come across the field. No love loss between these players, especially when you get with receivers and defensive back.
It's interesting. Mix it up tonight. Blitz is coming. Williams in trouble. Escapes to his left and throws. Oh, it's Connor. Beauty to Zacchaeus. Beautiful.
Receivers downfield. This is not something you see once or twice a game. This is all game. This is the
27 to Zacchaeus. Get to Moore on a little screen. Gets a couple blocks. DJ Moore. Just flipped up on the
pitch. This ordered motion. Fake the ball to Swift and then spit it out to the perimeter. And nobody gets DJ Moore on the ground there.
And one more time. With DeAndre Swift, breaks the tackle. Right up the middle, he goes inside the 10 and fighting forward. And one of the best ones in the NFL.
Yeah, Tooney, Dahlman, Jackson, Darnell Wright, the right tackle's been amazing. And they got a bunch of good skill players.
Swift's right side. He is ridden down. Is also out today, although they expect him back hopefully in a couple weeks.
Yeah, tough to lose Evan Williams. They're great tacklers.
Third down. It is Swift looking for a seam, and he is right.
I do it. Here it is.
Now Cole Kmet comes in to take the snap. Goes back and recovers it, but it's get their own stop on 4th and 1. So each team with a promising drive, and they get stuffed on 4th down. Packers beating, and we had a 10-play to 9-play drive and no points. Now Love goes back and grabs, and that ball is incomplete. Try to get it to Fitzpatrick.
Oh, normally continues to rise. When you're at 5 yards, you catch the ball at a certain height.
Green Bay's second possession. They get it off the little run on the right side. To Jacobs, running behind Jordan Morgan. We'll see how they do.
Yeah, and they've had a lot of strengths, this Packers offense. I think one of...
Third down, 4-man rush. Love looking around, doesn't run often. Is he going to make it? Diving forward, looks like he... There's Love again. Back foot throw, near side. Great catch.
Going down there, picking it off the turf. Possessing the football. Great throw there on the shot.
There's Jacobs. Cut up the middle and just fights forward and a good run. Jacobs dancing up the middle, good run. And he gets stuck and spins around that. And Josh Jacobs
with the knee. And again, I think this offense is better when he's going kind of straight downhill, north and south, no against the inside runs.
There's Love on a play fake, looking deep. Now comes back to Christian Watson. Did he
back to the ball? He needs all of that long frame. Maybe. Does he control?
Love guns over the middle. Dobbs again. He's having a big first quarter, and he's got another first down.
And here it's to Dobbs, right in stride, and they shot right there on the tap.
Jordan Love. Steps away, hits Jacobs wide open in the flat, and Jacobs, who made an unbelievable.
What Ben Johnson said to us this week was they want to just not give up any big plays, keep everything.
Killed him with the explosive plays 2 weeks ago at Lambeau. Jacobs looks for a seam, bounces off a tackle. Jacobs inside the 10, and it's 1st and goal for the
downhill, but he's got a little speed to get outside as well, and he's a menace out there.
Get it to him again. Jacobs looking for blocks, bounces to the outside.
Passes down inside the 10 because you can know you were basically going to complete the ball. You try to get a few blockers out in front. But Grady
18 in a row.
Wow, incredible.
Love trying to make it 19. Hits Manuel Wilson. No, it's tipped. Oh my goodness, that was those.
And there it is, just taking your eyes off the ball. Love actually makes a great night.
Pass. It went out of bounds at the 8-yard line. It'll be 3rd down at that spot.
So they'll move it back.
Being a lateral, it's a live ball. Green Bay got away with that one.
3rd and goal. Love looking, floating end zone, incomplete.
That is the Windy City in dealing with these conditions in an outdoor stadium. Sometimes
it's a 26-yarder. Snap and hold are good, and that one, wind be darned, no issue. So the Packers